brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada, where the memorial torch honoring legendary owner Al Davis has just been lit, and we are set for football at Allegiant Stadium. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. His guys are in the midst of a great run, only one loss in their last 10 games. His counterpart on the Raiders sideline, Pete Carroll. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
And it felt like it watching the game tape. He got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Once again, it's Genty. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
That's good for Las Vegas.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, it's Genty. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. They'll try the air now with Smith. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Geno going to hand it to Genty. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. You look at this Browns defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the Browns' 36-yard line.
Throwing now is Geno. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Now Geno. They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's That's going to make it 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting. Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. On the ground, it's the rookie from Tennessee. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The numbers for him from a week ago. A boatload of carries, 135 yards. Big game.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
1st down, Cleveland.
The Browns at 9-1 on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now 2nd and 5. Flacco. That's caught left side by Judy. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. You look at this Raiders defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
On the ground, it's Ford. And he is going to have the Browns 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Flacco from the gun. This will be caught. Judy. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
Here we go. Hey, 19, Tiger, 19. Go sweep. Go.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Flacco. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerry Judy, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns are on the board first here in Vegas. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And now the Browns defensive unit trots back out. Yeah, they got to be feeling good about forcing that long missed field goal the last go-around.
And you know what upsets a kicker more than anything? Is missing a kick they think they can make and feeling like the other side believes that they had something to do with it. And it doesn't matter. To those guys on defense, I know. They're taking full credit. Yep, we forced him into the miss, and they're going to ride that confidence the rest of the way. We'll see if the kicker's able to get his confidence back as well.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 46.
Up the middle, it's Genty. A solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Right back to Genty on 1st down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
At the 43-yard line.
Geno now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And that is incomplete. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. DeAndre Carter back deep. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 2nd drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you talk about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these 2 teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a 1st down.
11 on the play. 1st down, Browns.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Here's Flacco. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
At the 26-yard line.
Setting up to throw, Flacco. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now Flacco. Open man, that's Tillman. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. On fourth down, Corey Bojorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland. And this will be taken at the 13. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Back to throw, Smith. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. Big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his impressive season total as you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes at this point in the season. The Browns drive about to get started. And we know all about the importance of this ball game. Sure, we're still just in the middle part of the season, but this one you feel could have ramifications down the line.
Right now you're looking at these two teams as being the number 1 and 2 seeds in the NFC. And I know it's a little early to start worrying about seeding and such, but let's face it, if these two meet again, the winner of this game could be the one hosting that game that they play down the road.
19-18.
Flacco looks to throw. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
From the gun, Flacco. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
First down.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
And they nearly sprung in that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. 43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame. And if his coaches are correct, we're going to see a lot more runs like that from this young rookie going forward.
And you know, slapping each other on the back up in the boots right now? The scouting department, because they really recommended this guy highly, and he's justifying their faith in him.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Sampson. And tough sledding. Going to get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
To pass, Flacco. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Passing play, Flacco. Pass taken in by his big tight end. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Here we go. 70 Timberwolves.
They'll run on 1st down. Sampson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's Flacco. Over the middle, it's complete. And the Browns are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now.
Second and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal. Operating out of the gun. Flacco to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And his kick here is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Nothing for him yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Off of play action. Here's Smith. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. A gain of 5. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
When he decided to run a hitch route, it really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Smith now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. They'll try to run for it with Genty. Pushes past him. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 65 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. 2nd down and a yard. He has enough for the 1st down, and the keeper a gain of 6.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks run with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a game, hard to argue against calling it.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Smith. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Myles Garrett. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this 1st half.
At the 14-yard line.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Here's Smith. Pass complete right side to Bowers. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
3rd and 9.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Play action. It's Smith. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jacoby Myers, as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Get a look at Jerry Jeudy as he leads his offense back out there for this next series.
He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Second down and 3.
Let's go. 60 Bison. 60. Dragon 60.
Flacco.
He'll get this complete to Tillman.
Now a timeout signaled for him. They'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. The season is going by at lightning pace. Week 12 has arrived. It's the weekend before Thanksgiving. Let's get into it. Our journey through the NFL starts now, and it begins at Arrowhead. The Chiefs at home to take on Indianapolis. And it's Patrick Mahomes. He'll connect on a 13-yard touchdown pass. The Chiefs get the W by 2 touchdowns. Next up, Lambeau Field. Let's look in on the Packers as they play host to the Minnesota Vikings. And let's watch Josh Jacobs. He gets past the first wave of the defense, and the race is on. The Packers had to work for it, but they win it by a field goal. Last but not least, let's go to Baltimore. The Ravens taking on the Jets. And this is Rashad Bateman. He's going to run a deep route, look it in, and he's gone. And when it's all said and done, that's an 80-yard catch and run for the touchdown. The Ravens get their 9th win of the season as they get the victory here. And a look now at the rest of the action around the league here in week number 12. Meanwhile, our game has lived up to the hype. Just a field goal separates these two teams. 10-7 your score as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he will take this one back all the way inside the 35.
In a game like this, you're fighting, you're scratching, you're clawing, you're hammering away. That return has the feel of maybe cracking the rock and giving them a chance to get a big-time advantage.
On first down, Sampson. And not much running room. Down to the 32. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Flacco. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football open to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
After the interception, here's Smith. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So the completion good for just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And that'll bring up 2nd down. In motion, Aguilar. A run out of the gun with Jensen. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
3rd and 8.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Throwing now is Geno. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. Get a look at Jerry Jeudy as he leads his offense back out there for this next series. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But boy, he can explode at any moment.
And when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way. And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. 68 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. This is Ford.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
At the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 10. And the Browns first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Flacco. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the 41, Flacco. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 44-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw. Right back to Njoku. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup.
They run with Ford. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, Cleveland.
Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
At the 21-yard line. A gain of 12. And the Browns first down.
Now Flacco. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
It's 2nd and inches at the 12-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Sampson. And the Browns are going to be set up for the 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now back to throw. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Flacco. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jerome Ford, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, now how about this return? And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll fake it. Now Smith. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
44 yards.
It's a big play there for Vegas. 44 yards. Now Gino.
16-yard line.
This is caught. Touchdown Raiders. Jacoby Myers. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders have got it back to within a score. Carlson on for the PAT. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Well, good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So here are the Browns to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Now Flacco. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Setting up to throw, Flacco. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the 1st. Now a handoff up the middle. Ford. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Again, they turn to Ford. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ford. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
11 on the play. And the Browns.
So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Up the middle they go. Sampson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Right there, we can do it.
Now 2nd and 9.
A break from the ground game here. Flacco. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And 3rd and 1 now.
Third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there.
His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. That's to Bash over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Here's Smith.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. This offense so far on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5.
In motion, Aguilar.
To the air again, Smith.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 39. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line. Back to throw, Smith. That's caught by Myers. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 25 yards that time.
That's good.
Every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Smith now to throw.
It's Myers again with another catch. And the Raiders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
1st and goal.
Now Smith. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Joe Tryon in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
A give out of the gun to Genty.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll take a break. They can get a report from Vegas after this. 3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. In motion, Aguilar. Now Smith on 3rd and goal. So it'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Carlson is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They will start this drive with Ford. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 63 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
And what a tough spot for this defense because they know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
They'll run on first down. Sampson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. That last run going to put him over 100 yards for the ball game. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Ford. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ford. And some room to run now. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 22. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. They'll try the left side. Ford. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Right back to him on first down. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Play action. Flacco. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Check. Cowboy 80. Cougar 19.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Go! 70 Lions.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow give the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So here is Geno Smith and the Raiders. Down by 10. A minute 54 on the clock. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Gets this to Myers. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Smith's going to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Myers. 2nd and 6 coming up.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 30.
Smith. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
On the play. That's good for a
Here's Smith. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
That's another Las Vegas 1st down. 1st and 10.
Smith to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And not going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Smith. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Here we go. 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Now it's Smith. Toward the pylon, caught. Now second down and a few inches.
A gain of 7. Brings up second and goal.
So there's the spike as it comes with 23 seconds to go. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal. Smith now to throw. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And this is going to be recovered by the hand team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it. With no timeouts remaining, though, now, this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for the Browns, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they will try to